to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Blue Devils have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Bringing it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Tyler. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Blue Devils offense takes the field to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Gonna run it. It's ball. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler when from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And the Gators are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They got a boost in their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Let's see what they do on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking to pass. It's Mahan. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over Texas State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mahan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the option, quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The lone back's got it. Nice move to keep running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards and they'll move the sticks.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He now has 56 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smith dropping to pass. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than...
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's a draw. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for a man, it's Mahan. Grab behind the line, it's John. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
We're going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Clock momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first. Trying to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Smith wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's John. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw time, running short in the half. And the timing just a hair off.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's got it! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
To the air. It's Mahan. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He'll keep it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Duke. The defense put... It's on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Smith dropping to pass. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Richard. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. A strike downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking.
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Smith wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tyler. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
That ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off to the races to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Handoff to the single running back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't care how talented. As a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Smith wants to throw. Fires it. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
59-10.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice, they can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Smith dropping to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be looking better.
Good job by the... using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And the extra point was good.
66-10.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been